there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Canadian book tag. For those of you who didn't know, I am Canadian and proud to be one, so I thought I'd do this tag. This tag was created by The Reading Corner. I'll put a link to her original video down below. I recently saw this video on Falling Over Books' channel, and I'll link her video down below as well. The first question is, Maple Syrup. Name a book that you find sickly sweet. My answer to this question is The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. This is a YA contemporary standalone. I really liked her relationship between Macy and West in this book. They start off as friends, but their relationship slowly develops into something more as the book progresses. I also really liked the friendships that Macy has with the side characters in this book, and I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I recently reread this book last month. I feel the same about this book as I did the first time around. Overall, it's just a good book, and it has a nice, sweet romance in it. The next question is the CBC. Name a book that you could easily make readily available to the whole nation. I have 3 answers for this question. My first one is A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner. This is a new adult romance standalone, and it's definitely an angsty romance. This book follows the relationship between a girl named Bee and her relationship with a guy named Jamie, whom she nicknames Whiskey. The relationship in this book spans over the course of 10 or 11 years. The characters meet when they're in high school, but the novel ends when these 2 characters are adults. The relationship between these 2 characters is so angsty. They go through so many ups and downs. I couldn't put this book down, and this book definitely makes me want to check out more books by Candy Steiner. If you love romance, particularly angsty romances, you definitely have to check out this book. My second answer for this question is Do Not Disturb by A.R. Torrey. This is the second book in an adult thriller trilogy. It follows this main character who is a call girl online, and she has a very dark past. She has a relationship with this guy named Jamie in this book. I loved exploring the relationship, but the romance is just a part of this trilogy. It's not the main focus. This trilogy is more an adult thriller. I just love all the twists and turns in this trilogy, especially the second book. In my opinion, the second book is the most exciting and action-packed. I just absolutely loved it. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars when I read it, and I want everyone to read it. So this is definitely another book that I want everyone to have access to. My third answer to this question is Thoughtful by S.C. Stevens. This is book 1.5 in the Thoughtless series, and this is a new adult romance series, and it's a rock star romance series. This book is told from Kellen Kyle's point of view. This book follows the events of Thoughtless, but just from his point of view. I really loved Kellen Kyle as a character when I read this series, and I just loved being in his head, so I definitely would want everyone to read Thoughtful, and actually read the entire Thoughtless series. It's a great series if you love new adult and rock stars. You definitely don't want to miss this series. The next question is The Trudeaus. Name a book that was so mainstream it was impossible not to hear about. For this question, I'm going to have to go with A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This book was all over BookTube when it first came out, and everyone would not stop raving about this book, particularly Rhysand. I've recently read this trilogy. I can definitely see why. I love Rhysand as a character, and if you haven't read this book yet, or if you're waiting to pick it up, don't wait anymore. You definitely need to read this series, especially the second book. It was amazing. The next question is The Temperate Rainforest. Name a book that will keep you warm on a rainy day. I have 2 answers for this question. The first one is Stay With Me by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the 3rd book in her Wait For You series, and this is a new adult romance series. Stay With Me is definitely one of my favorites in the series. I love the series overall, but this book definitely stands out the most. The main character named Kala doesn't really have a lot of experience or exposure in life, and she's recently come back to her hometown in search for her mother. She meets this guy named Jax, and a beautiful relationship develops between them. The relationship develops so naturally and slow. I just loved Jax as a character, how patient and gentle he was with Calla. I just loved their relationship in this book. I think I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. For those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, you know that the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie is one of my favorite series of all time. Lily and Lo would keep me company on a rainy day. I just love who they are as characters. I just love how their relationship grows in this first book. These characters feel like my best friends or family, so I know that they'll always keep me warm on a rainy day. The next question is, Tim Hortons. Name a book that was so good, you just kept on coming back for more. I'm going to say Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Ritchie, and really this whole series. I love the characters in this series so much, and I love the different couples in this series, separate from Lily and Lo, like Reich and Daisy and Rose and Connor. I just love all 3 couples in this series, and I love how the relationships between them develop and grow as the series progresses. The final question to this tag is ice hockey. Name a book that left you on the edge of your seat with anticipation. My answer for this question is Vortex by Julie Cross. This is the second book in an adult science fiction trilogy, and it follows this guy named Jackson who's a time traveler. But when he jumps back in the past, nothing happens. It's always been just a fun pastime of his. But in the first book, he jumps back in time, 2 years in the past, and he needs to find a way to get back to the future. There's also a storyline between Jackson and his girlfriend named Holly in this book, and the romance and their relationship is the center of this trilogy. The first book lacked action and a fast pace, but this second book definitely delivered. This book was non-stop action from beginning to end. I was gripped. I also liked the side characters that were introduced in the second book. They made this book fun as well. This book definitely left me on the edge of my seat. It was definitely a ride, for sure. Those are all of the questions to this tag. If you want to see more videos from me, I'll put some videos up on the screen in case you guys want to check those out. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.